How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We're here at my son's house. If you can look around a little bit, this is my old garage. We used to do a lot of videos in this garage. Well, we're about to do another one. I have a lot of people that want me to do reviews on products, and we have a little pressure washer here. We're going to get it out and we're going to give it a try. Now, you know, the only way I will do a review, and if you're watching this and you want me to do a review for you, is only if I can give you an honest review. So don't send me anything you don't want me to give an honest review on, because if it's a piece of junk, we're going to review it as a piece of junk. So we're going to find out how this little pressure washer works, what it looks like, what it'll do, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we got here. So it came by mail. This is from Amazon. And I will leave a link in the description down below. This power washer, as you guys know, on my other videos, I did one on a little green pressure washer, and somebody asked me, I've had it for 2 years, and what I thought about it. Well, I still have it, and I still use it today. Actually, the other day I used it at the Rusty Rooster Homestead. We did the porch. We power washed the porch, and the thing works great. It's never let me down. So we're going to get this one put together. This is, like I said, it's all in a box. We're going to get it put together, and then we're going to show you what it'll do. But let's see what we got in the box. My son Brandon, he's here with me today. Like I said, we're in his garage, and he's going to be helping me out with this video. Once we get this video finished up, we're going to he's going to do a couple videos and put them on his channel. So if you want to know more about this little pressure washer, besides this video here, you're going to see it on his channel, and I'll leave a link for that for you. We're just going to get all the stuff out here that comes with this thing. Looks like we got lots of little pieces, guys. Sometimes it looks worse than what it is, but we'll see. I think that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and get everything unbagged, laid out here on the table, and we'll show you what we have. Okay, we have all our pieces laid out here on the table. Now, to be honest with you, it looks like a lot of parts, but after seeing the little manual here, and this picture basically says it all. It's not going to be hard at all. Each one of the legs are going to snap on, and these pieces here are all going to snap on really easy. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to set some of this over to the side. We're going to get our little power washer out here. The first one we're going to put on is this piece here, and they give you screws, and surprisingly it even comes with a screwdriver, so you ain't going to need any tools. So we're going to go ahead and open up our screws and get this first piece put on, and it's going to go straight on the back of your power washer. So we'll throw one screw in there, get it set up where it got to go. And we'll go ahead and screw this in. So each piece, like I said, pretty much just snaps on there. No problem at all. I don't think anybody will have an issue putting this together, no matter who you are. I think it'll go pretty easy. You know, my other little power washer, I got a lot of comments on it, and people really like that little power washer, and to be honest with you, I did too. Now the company that sent me this power washer, probably, I think they seen my video on that and seen that it was getting a lot of activity, and so they want in on some of the action, and that's okay, and that's quite all right with me. I get a free power washer. This little piece, we're going to just snap it right down on this side, and then we have another one over here. This one's going to go on your left side, and your wheels are basically going to just snap up in here. I'm sure these each have one screw to go in each one of your wheels. So we'll flip it over, See the wheels pop off too, so. All right, we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna get a screw and put in each one of the wheels. Little hole here, right up through the bottom. You're just gonna screw a screw in each one. Alright, we have all the wheels on it now. The wand is actually pretty easy to put together. It just kind of locks together. It just pushes down in and twists and you're locked together. Now each one of your tips, you're going to pull back on this, and you'll be able to slide your tip down inside and it locks into place. Now the little washer I did my other video on had a lot of different tips with it. And so far we only have 2 with this. Now the only thing I can see nice about this tip here is it's able to turn. And if you were, say you wanted to clean your gutters out and they weren't too high, you probably could get up there and run that through your gutter and clean your gutter out. I do like this little tip, but we'll see how they're going to work. We're going to do a little review on it, so we're going to put it to the test. They give you another spray nozzle. Now this is a fan nozzle. This is what you'd want to use to wash your car with. And as you can see, the inside of these, they twist and they get tighter. As they get tighter, you get a tighter spray, maybe a wider fan. It also gives you a soap dispenser, and what you would do is put your soap in here, you hook it on the front of your nozzle, and then you just use it just to put the soap on. They also give you a tip cleaner. This is a small tip cleaner. If your tip gets plugged up, you can, because sometimes you get debris in your water, hard water and stuff, you can knock it out with that. They give you a couple extra O-rings. It doesn't say anywhere where they go in the manual, but I imagine they'll go on these pieces here because they all have O-rings on them. Every single one of them has O-rings on them. That's to keep them from leaking. So I would hold on to these and then put your little cleaner up somewhere with those to make sure you have them. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take this piece off the front, we'll get our hose hooked on, and we're going to get this thing fired up and see how it works. So you just screw that into there, and then your other end is just going to stick right in the end of your nozzle or your handle. Now they have a little trigger right here. You're going to push it back, it spreads those 2 wires out inside, push it in, let go of it. Now you should be ready to go. So let's get the water hose hooked up and let's try this little guy out. One thing I can see is the cord is very long on this, and that is nice, so you don't have to hook it into an extension cord. It's always best not to run these on an extension cord. And the hose looks to be about at least 20 foot long, so it's pretty long. What we did was we hooked the water up to it. Now we're going to run a little bit of water through the system before we actually turn it on. So Brandon's just running some water through it to make sure there's water in that pump before we turn the pump on. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can see the outside of this building is really, really dirty. So we're going to take our first tip and we're going to try a little bit on this and see what will come off. As you get down, it gets really, really dirty down there. So go ahead, Brandon, switch the machine on. Now what happens is, you notice when he turned it on, it shut off. What it's doing right there, it built up enough pressure in that hose that's got full pressure, so now it's ready to work. So when he pulls the trigger, you'll hear the motor come on, and then when he lets off the trigger, the motor will stop. What it's doing now is it's taking air out of the hose. It'll have more air pressure. A good thing to do would be run the water through the hose first to make sure it comes out. Okay, we're going to show you what a difference here. As you can see, it does clean. You can see how this panel looks right there. And you come down to that panel, it does look pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Now, I don't know, does that one have the adjustment on it? Yeah, Brandon. Let's look at that. Now, go ahead and, which one did the adjustment?
No, not this one.
Oh, it's the other one?
This one
okay.
turned, remember?
Yeah, that's the one with the turn. Let's see how... Well, that works pretty good too.
What, when you turn it, it puts a skinnier,
little skinnier tip.
a little more powerful.
Okay, let's try it on this concrete right here. Let's try it right here. Let's do the corner up there. Let's see what it does. Okay, that looks pretty good. That didn't do too bad. Let's try that fan tip. Where's that fan tip at? Okay, pretty easy snap on. Yep. Not too bad. Okay, now let's do a fan test because you can twist that one and see the different thing on it. So, ooh, let's do the pointy thing first. Much with that thing because I'm telling you that'll tear up your wood. Just see how he opened that fan back and forth. Watch. Make a wide sprayer, skin spray. Do it again. Right down to a point. That's cool. Something like that would be nice on your car. It's working just fine, ain't it? It is definitely cleaning. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, as you guys can see, it does clean, and it does do a fairly decent job. You can tell by looking at the concrete. And the wall. It did a nice job on the wall. It does make a difference. There's no doubt about that. So now, the only thing we haven't really tried on this thing is the little soap dispenser. And I'm not sure that we have soap to actually put in it. Let's plug that soap dispenser in and just see what happens here. Brandon's going to run a little bit of car soap through that soap dispenser just to try it out. You don't have to fill it all the way up, just put some in it. We're going to see how this thing works. Same way, pull and push. Pull and on your nozzle. I think that ought to be used on my truck. Hold on, let's make sure that window's up. I think it is. Hey, maybe if I don't get anything out of this till I get a car wash.
Brandon, stop. How much have you sucked out of there already? Dude, you got to do the whole truck really fast. I guess that's how the soap dispenser works. Oh, the old truck needed washed bad. It does look like it sucks soap pretty good, but I mean, how much you put in there?
I only use about maybe a quarter. Like maybe a quarter an inch.
All right. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay.
I didn't fill it up all the way.
Yeah.
And I did basically the whole.
Well, that's good. Larry, soak her a minute and we'll just spray her off and see how she looks.
Yep.
So one thing about the little power washer, if you're a little older and you don't want something really heavy, this might be your tool. I mean, you've seen it's doing the job, so we're going to hose the old truck off and see what she looks like. Okay, Brandon put the fan nozzle on there and he's just going to hose the truck off a little bit. I mean, it's not like we got to have it perfect, but... Now, what you have to know is the tighter the fan is, the more pressure you have. So. You guys seen Brandon finished up the truck there, and you've seen how it worked on the concrete and how it worked on the garage itself. Now that was a metal surface and a concrete surface, and it seems to work pretty good. Not too bad. One thing I can say about the machine, it doesn't look like it has the pressure that it should. Now whether that's the tips that they're using or the machine really just doesn't have that much power, but what I can tell you, it is very light and easy to move. So if you're older and you just want to do your little steps or your little deck or whatever, I think it would work okay. What do you think, Brandon?
I mean, it run good and everything. I just felt like I had to get really close to each surface to actually get it clean. But other than that, I mean, it didn't work too bad. I don't think it has the PSI that they actually say it does.
So we're not saying it's really powerful machine. It's just a tiny little machine.
But it works.
And it does work. As you've seen, it does work fine. Now, if, like I said, if you're older and you just want something light, this thing is light. You ain't got to pull cord and start a gasoline engine or anything like that. Just flip the switch on, run some water through your system, flip your switch on, and go to town. Now, another thing too, when you're washing a surface with a water hose compared to a pressure washer, this pressure washer doesn't use hardly any water. So you're going to save water by using a power washer. It doesn't push the water like an open water hose. Open water hose, you got a big stream of water. This thing here, you got that tiny little stream, and it kind of saves on your water bill. So even if you didn't really care about the pressure that much and you just wanted to save water washing your car, say you wash your car every day, that could get pretty expensive. Something like this would be nice.
Yeah, because I'd still hand wash it with this.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't just use this.
Right.
I'd use the hand
There's
wash.
nothing like a good hand wash. I don't care what anybody says. I have washed houses down. my whole entire life, and there's nothing like a good hand wash. So good scrubbing.
You just
That's
ain't going
the
to
best.
get it as clean.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I run a huge steam jenny at my work, and it's big, and it's a lot of pressure. It's a whole lot of
With hot
pressure
water.
with hot water, and you still don't get the clean you do with a hand wash. So regardless of what anybody says, I know that for a fact because I did that for years. So that's our little quick review on the power washer. Brandon's going to do a couple videos messing around his house. He'll put them on his channel. I'll leave links for them. I'll also leave a link in the description if you're interested in buying one of these. So don't forget to check out the description down below. I'll have it in there. So, I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.